Hey guys, it's been a while since I've gone on this account and have just cleared my map using warriors, and we have to make some progress, so I'm gonna do that today. I still have the second builder and I have instant training, so let's try to get some work done on our base. Before we start, as always, make sure you guys are entering code COSMIC in the shop to help support us. Do it before you purchase anything and we'll get a small little cut. Mega Crab was this weekend, but I'm pre-recording a few videos, so I can't attack Mega Crab because it's not out yet. And kind of what I want to do with today's video is just clear my map using warriors, try to get through as many players as we possibly can, because you know, I'm getting kind of sick and tired at being HQ 20, HQ 20. I want to be HQ 21 so bad. HQ 21 is when we start making some serious progress. HQ 20 is a huge HQ, but HQ 21 is just like a different monster with the bombardiers and with other troop combinations. So I'm very much looking forward to going to HQ 21. But before we do that, we have to farm up a couple thousand experience, and that's going to take a lot of work, so I have to get some big upgrades done so I can actually make some progress. Because up until this point, I haven't really done too much. Yeah, so I only need like 1,200 experience, which is a lot. That's a lot. But hopefully we'll make some good progress today. But before we go any farther, let's check the tribes here. Yeah, not really anything I want to be boosting up. Of course, there is the shock bomb duration, but I don't recommend people spend their tokens on that. Really, the only few tribes that I would recommend people spend their tokens on when they're still upgrading are a resource reward and like a power stone chance. Everything else, I would say, isn't really worth it. Of course, if something really spectacular comes along, or if you can't defeat players on your map without more boosts, then you probably have to drop some raw crystals and boost up some tribes. But those are the only two tribes I would be boosting on this account, because I'm trying to save my raw crystals to max out all of my tribes. That way I can use the NPC destroy button on all of them and just have it save time. Then I don't have to attack any more NPC bases. So I have all my offensive tribes done, only have 2 defensive tribes left to go, and hopefully we might be able to get some upgrades today. But anything on the lower half of my archipelago, I can just use the destroy button. And if you're a little confused by that, I could use the destroy button on all of them, but you're not getting 100% of the loot when you do that. If your tribe isn't maxed out, when you destroy in the tribe with your militia, you won't get all the loot. You'll get like 30% or 60% or something like that, depending on the level of your tribe. So because the loot is just so scarce, I would never recommend anyone willingly spend tokens just to make their offense a little bit better, unless of course you're just having an incredibly hard time defeating players, in which case you kind of have to make up some lost ground. It's better than spending power powder, in my opinion. But that's kind of up for debate, I would say. But here we go. Looking good so far. Honestly, I don't have that many players on my map. I'm just kind of going from the bottom and working my way up. This player has a lot of loot, so this will be very nice to attack. Also, even though I'm pushing to try to get as many things upgraded as possible and try to get some high-level defenses upgraded, I'm really not going to be boosting up my resource reward on this account until I go to HQ 21. Just because I feel like resource reward is just so much more valuable than getting to HQ 21 faster. And I'm kind of dropping in power stones or power powder, so I kind of need to be saving up and not wasting it. I know it's not a waste, but it really only speeds it up. Of course, that's pretty much what all power powder does, just speeds up your progress in the game. But if you see here, I have 99. A couple weeks ago, I had like 70. So I'm definitely making up progress now. However, there was a time not too long ago I was having some difficulty when it comes to that realm. So yeah, I'm just trying to save up, trying to get maybe 150 by the time we go to HQ 21, because when we go to HQ 21, mark my words, we're going to need as much loot as possible. We're going to be boosting that up. We get new landing craft upgrades, we get new armory, we get new vault. So there's just a lot of new levels, new upgrades that we have to get, and they're all going to be very expensive to upgrade. So I'm just going to save my power powder for those days and not spend it on upgrading some rocket launcher to level 13. That just, it's good, don't get me wrong, but it's not quite the same. You know, I'm an offensive player at heart. I prefer to upgrade offensive stuff. I'm going to spend my power powder on stuff that gives me more offensive power, like landing crabs or vault. Even vault isn't really offensive, but it's something you want because then players take a lot less loot than you. Alright, we'll take that. There's just so many mines. I have to watch out because I have a lot less energy on this account than my main account. So I tend to run out of energy when I attack on this account just because I'm not used to that discrepancy between the two. So I really have to watch out and not spread myself too thin here. So that's kind of why I was spacing out my smokes probably too thin. But we're at the core. We're gonna hit the core. Warriors are just so good for clearing a map. They're fast. You can defeat bases fast, which I feel like is a very important part of map clearing. You want to be able to clear your map fast. You don't want to spend 2 hours clearing your map. I know that you probably wouldn't, but if you were using tanks, it might take you 40-45 minutes to clear your map. If you have instant training, like it's timely. It takes a lot of time, so you definitely want to try to use troops that speed it up as much as possible. And using warriors is a really good way because warriors are fast, and pretty much when you unlock them, they're the best troop in the game, and then they kind of stay the best troop in the game for the majority of the game. And then when you go to I'm gonna lose my hero. When you go to HQ 21, then you get bombardiers, and bombardiers are really, really good. So I definitely recommend upgrading your bombardiers and getting those guys maxed out. Probably the most useless med kit I've ever dropped. Well, it wasn't too bad, but I do need to get some shocks out. I also got another med kit out. I think I ran out a little bit and my troops were looking pretty red, so I got it out. We got a nice little win. All of these players are higher than me in levels. That just goes to show you how great warriors are. And I can defeat most of these players, if not all of these players, using tanks. No slander on tanks today. I just prefer warriors to clear my map. Very good base. Very, very good base. Very, very bad barrage. We're going to try that again. This base is a very much an anti-warrior base, along with kind of an anti-everything. I mean, this is what you want. If you're level 63, I would kind of copy this base. I mean, there are a few bad things, like these clumped up defenses in the back, or buildings in the back. Those are not good. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna try that. I was thinking maybe I should just exploit those in the back, but we can try that if I lose this attack. This is a good base, you know. Again, I don't have a lot of energy, and when I have to spend like 50 energy clearing mines, that does not put me in a very good place. So that's kind of my only concern here. We have a good amount at the core, but I'm gonna have to spend a lot on shocks. Perfect. We'll get another med kit out, and I think we'll be fine here just because my warriors are pretty high level and strong. Very, very nice. We also have some offensive statues that are helping us out here. Okay, we are doing very good with the loot. I have like 7 million gold, which is what I need, because if you guys have been keeping up with me on this account, I haven't really been upgrading anything in my armory because I've been saving up over time. And now we have enough to do a major upgrade, but I really want to do my critters, because critters are something that I use when I use warriors. All the other stuff, you know, it's not really something I need with warriors. It's not going to help me too much. It's just upgrades to do for when I ever want to use a different combination, but warriors are my go-to combination, so I should just only upgrade stuff that makes me better with warriors, or only do those upgrades first. And critters, even getting one more critter is helpful. I know going from 10 to 11 critters isn't that spectacular. However, you need to have the long-term mindset when you play Boom Beach. Same thing for landing crafts. Upgrading one landing craft and only unlocking one more rifleman slot isn't good. It's not helping you any in the short term, but in the long term, you're gonna thank yourself, because those things are a pain to upgrade, and it's better than upgrading them all at once or realizing you're so far behind. And yeah, you just want to upgrade stuff as you go, and that's kind of the whole point of the game. But let's see here. Level 34, or 34%, 26%. Let's destroy it. Very nice. We have 7 more power powder added to my reserves. Let's do an Ice Guardian so I can start another Masterpiece. And look at this. So I have 2 rocket launchers, level 13. I've been working on my 4th one. We do have a lot of loot though, so I kind of want to do something more expensive, like this shock launcher. And then we're also planning on doing the critters. Also, medkits are helpful, but I think critters might be more helpful, and they're more expensive, and I have the loot for them, so I might as well just start them off. Okay, let's pick out a defense from here. Let's grab this flamethrower, and we'll get that going. So about 1,200 experience points left. I'm still pretty far away, but we're making progress slowly and steadily. I hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you did, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye, guys.